Everybody, welcome back to Thea World and the part 9 of the hotel app and booking engine with Angular 6, Material 2, and Firebase. So in this part here, what I'm going to do is please do not skip this part because it's really important. I'm addressing some serious issues that we have here with Flexlayout. And the Flexlayout here, it's one of the reasons also that took me a while to get back because I only had a couple of hours a week and I was in the middle of moving. So my apologies, guys. I was really busy. And so now I just want to let you guys know that if you go to npmjs.com/package, just look at this URL at angular/flex-layout. And you click on versions, you will notice here this in the last 4 days. So whoever is doing what I asked you guys to do over here, just so you know, over here in the github.com/Angular Flex Layout wiki, npm installs, this one here. So look at this URL. Over here, this can be evil because what happens when you run this command, you're pretty much going to run this 7.0.0-beta.19, and perhaps this is a fix for many things, but for us right now and for this tutorial, please stick to 0.18, all right? And I'm going to show you guys how to fix these problems now, all right? And we're going to update Angular Cli. So so please don't skip this part. I would really appreciate it if you just followed through with me. And then, so I got these URLs here prepared so that I don't take time to look for them. I'm just going to close this because we don't need that. And I'm going to open terminal and we're going to change directory into Thea Hotel. And I'm going to actually push the work we did last in part 8 into GitHub. Over here, I'm going to do ng serve. Actually, there's no need to do it, but I'm just saying we're all in the same place. Now, while this is loading, I'm going to open Finder and I'm going to go to let's see, recent folders, the hotel, the tutorials, right? And I'm just gonna grab Thea Hotel. I'm gonna drag it over to Visual Studio. Okay, so we were in the home component and the home component, home component.html, and we were in the home component.css. So let's go to the home and hit the home component.html. And the home component.css. Okay, so that's what we're working on. And so that's loading. So we want to just check if this is all good, and it is. I did some experiments, and yeah, so that's where we were at. And then the previous. Okay, now next we're gonna just grab. We're gonna Control-C to exit. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a git status first, just to check. Okay, obviously these are the files that we worked on. In case you see something that don't worry about it. I haven't made any modifications behind your backs. So we are exactly in the same place we were. So I'm just gonna do clear now, just to clear this. I'm gonna do a git add period. I'm gonna do git commit-m. And what do we work on? We did the, I guess we customized typography, customized typography, font sizes, because that's what we did. We didn't work on the colors yet. And then when we work on the navigation, we fixed navigation, improved nav tabs. And then what else? And then work on homepage, right? Work on homepage. All right, I'm gonna hit enter now, and what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna do a git push to push it, and that should push it to our. Failed to push some refs. Not have local is usually caused by another browser pushing. You may want to first integrate the remote changes. Git pull before pushing again. Note password. Git push -- force. And again, you shouldn't be doing any of this. You should never use force, but okay, so all right, so now I'm gonna come back to I'm gonna open github.com and I'm gonna go to Thea Hotel. So a minute ago, okay, so customized topography, and you see all these duplicates that we did in the before, they're all done because I added the author. Anyway, so now no more duplicates anymore, but that's our commits here. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna come back to terminal now, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do clear. Now, what I wanna tell you guys here, again, if you did this like after the first, if you've been working on my tutorial like a month or 2 months later, I just want you to know that if you did this, if you ran this command here, npm install -- save Flexlayout latest, if you did this, you are probably gonna get a lemon, and you're gonna get that. So for this tutorial now, let's just use 6.0.0. Look how frequently these things update. Dash beta.18. Okay, so you want to use that. So that's what I'm going to show you now. So don't worry if you're stuck with an error. Just watch what I'm doing, and I'm going to let you know how to fix this as well. So we can get started first with updating Angular Cli, but let's just run a command now. So we can do ng update -d, or I will -d. That should give us, it should tell us, right. So that should not update, and it's sort of like a dry run. So you could say --dry -run, but update -d. So now, as you can see, we have Angular Cli 6.0.8, and we need to move to 6.2.5 and everything else, right? So I'm going to start updating this one step at a time, one by one, and while I'm doing that, please, you can look at my comments. I'm explaining what each command is doing. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start with the Angular Cli, as you can see here. So you can just ng update Angular Cli. You can just copy paste that. And that's going to update your Angular Cli. And we can also do ng serve to see what's happening. Of course, as you do these things, yeah. And one more thing, guys, actually, I forgot to tell you this. Please do me a favor. And I'm doing this because I'm comfortable, but like for you, I hope you didn't just hang on. If you want, I can give you the project folder, but I should have told you this before. You should take this, like for instance, the Stay Hotel here, and you can just duplicate it. So just duplicate it like this. And let it duplicate. I'm going to pause the video just to show you that you should duplicate the folder as a backup, just in case, even though you have Git. And we should have actually created a branch, but for now, we're just going to do it like this. But you should duplicate this and then rename it to Thea Hotel or whatever your project is --backup, okay? And store it somewhere, just saying. I do it all the time. I do it all the time just because I don't mind having backups and I can delete them later. All right, there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. And anyway, it has the same Git file. So anyway, just to move on to the next step. So ng update Angular core. So you want to do that as well. And once you do that, it's going to update quite a lot of files for you, and you'll be able to see all the updates that it made. Yeah. So that should also update the RxJS as well to 6.3, I believe. Yeah. So as you could see here, like what I would do, I would actually grab this and then I would do like a dash backup and then put your date if you want and then store it somewhere safely. And you can always come back here. Again, if you mess up here in the main folder, main app, you can come back to Thea Hotel and just rename it to Thea Hotel and then remove the one you messed up. But there's no reason why you should mess anything up. We're fine. If we're following along, we're perfectly fine. So now if you do, if we run ng update -d, that it doesn't update it to view, it just tells you what you need to update. It'll probably say just the Angular material. Yeah, it will probably just say that. So yeah, it will just go ng update Angular material. Now I just also forgot to tell you guys before you did this, you know, if you were to come here and open your package JSON before we ran these updates, around line 21 and everything else, it's updated everything else. I just wanted you to know that these would update automatically once you run these updates, like RxJS, for instance, updated 6.3.3. Now, in regards to Flexlayout, which is the biggest problem we have, it went to it didn't update because we didn't update. We didn't say update all. If you run update all, guess what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen, right? If you run update all, it's going to update all your packages, right? So it will basically install this for you, which you don't want. Okay, so and I'm gonna do it now, but please, you don't have to do it. But anyway, I'm gonna do ng update first. You can do that with me. So ng update Angular material, and that's gonna update Angular material, which is fine. So after this, we're gonna run ng serve, and I'm gonna just explain to you something more while that's loading. Yeah, so while that's happening, I just wanted to let you know that even if you installed, if you're running on the Angular Cli 6.0, and it depends on which TypeScript you're running, for some reason, Flexlayout, all the errors that I experienced previously were errors of some TypeScript error and the TypeScript version with Flexlayout. So they went out and they made a new one, the 0.18. Okay, the 0.18. So go ahead and update this, no problem. So right now, if we were to do ng serve, I just want you to know that you're gonna get errors because regardless of I mean, you know, and here we getting these errors. It's a never-ending story. It's almost like how deep the rabbit hole you want to go. So just letting you know, trying to save you time. So that if we're all on the same page now, yeah, you see, so you get like some TypeScript errors, and it says, yeah, get update that TypeScript to 2.9 or 2.8 or whatever. So just do yourself a favor, and obviously this is a problem with Flexlayout, you know. So because now I have 0.17, as you could see here, that's the one if you started with me like 2 months ago, we're back in July, you are going to have the same one. So yeah, we have to actually uninstall it and install it. So you would uninstall it like this. So basically, let me just put Control-C here and exit this. And you basically want to just fully uninstall Flexlayout and reinstall beta 0.18. So you can just do an npm uninstall uninstall Angular at Angular Flexlayout. So at Angular flex -layout, and then we have to put the version that we have. So the version we have here is this one. So you just copy that. Now, if you had a different version here, like 7.0.0, you would do the same. You would come here in between the codes and you would copy that and come here and go at like that. So this will basically uninstall Flexlayout for you. So once you do that, once it uninstalls, you want to reinstall the the 6.0.0 dash beta 0.18. All right, you understand me? Okay, so okay, good. So now you want to install, so npm npm install dash dash save, and what are we doing? At Angular forward slash flex dash layout at what was it? I'm just gonna paste here. No. Just take it easy for a minute. Hang on. 6.0. Let me just remove this. 6.0.0 beta 0.18. Okay, and you can actually, before I hit enter, you can just come here and you can just grab this and you just click on that, and right, you just copy that, right? So it's here. You just gonna go at the click over at 6.0 beta 0.18. All right, this is the one. So that's what I'm doing here. All right, right here. Yeah, right here. I'm gonna hit enter, and now once this completes, and I open my JSON, my package file, you will notice it's gonna update to 0.18, and then we can run ngserve, and then the errors will be gone. Yeah, so you will notice, yeah, so here it's been changed to beta 0.18. All right, yeah, so that's you can look it up on the package.json around line 20, around line 18, and so we're good to go. And I'm just gonna come back to terminal. I'm gonna do what is it, ngserve again, and you will notice now that well, I should have done ng update -d just to see, and yeah, and you'll notice now it's gonna start compiling everything, and it's gonna work. So this is not like a major update. But normally, even small updates for Angular Cli, you want to create a new branch, okay? But for now, obviously, this is nothing major. Like if you're going from like Angular 5 to 6, that's different, you know? Then yeah, you want to have a different branch. All right, so it compiled successfully. We can come back here and we can run this. So just again, so you know, in case earlier, you remember we were here and it gave you an error. Yeah, so it gave you an error, and that's Flexlayout. So what you want to do is you go to your package.json file and you look at Angular Flexlayout. And if it says 7.0.0-beta 0.19, you know what you have to do. You have to uninstall it. So go back to where I put npm uninstall at Angular /flex-layout at 7.0.0. Yeah, 7.0.0-beta 0.19, or whatever version you have here that's causing you the problems. You uninstall it and then you install this version here for now. So I don't know if you're watching this tutorial a couple of months down the road, but just so you understand that whenever you see an error here, just remember you can always just Google the error. Just grab the error like this, error, and then Google it. All right, and there's so many people who will help you. Okay, so I'm gonna just go to Control-C. We're gonna do clear. And we're gonna get to work now in building the homepage. I'm just going to pause the video to go grab a drink, and I'll be right back. Welcome back. So right now, I just want to let you guys know I had to redo this whole tutorial part 9 twice because it was way too long. It was like an hour and 50 minutes, and so I decided to just give you guys some URLs so I don't have to explain anything. This is the URL where you have to watch out for is 7.0.0 beta 0.19. Do not do that. If you do ng update all, make sure you uninstall this 7.0 or whichever one. Uninstall all of them and just make sure you have 7.0.0 beta 0.19. Okay. Okay, now this one here is, well, so I don't have to explain what I'm doing in the HTML. On the home component.html, please go to this URL, and this URL here, I mean, it's pretty good for the aspect ratio, and that's it. All right, so I'm gonna just come here. I'm gonna do this as fast as possible, and yeah, that's all I can say for now. So I'm gonna come back here to the home component. I'm gonna rename this to hero container, hero-container, because it's just a lot better. And I'm gonna copy that, come back to my CSS, and I'm gonna paste it in. Also, I'm going to remove this height here. There's no reason to have it out there with a background of that, which seems fine. I'm going to put center. The center it. Now, again, this honestly, you can have my other tutorial, which took an hour and 45 minutes, but obviously we need to do this like this now. So in the background, just way too long, right? Background size, that was cover. And yeah, and the calculate height, right? So we'll put the height, and put a calculate height. 45. Thank you, Rani, for the suggestion for this. I have your work too. I'm gonna make another branch. Calculate. There we go. So just save this now, and we're just gonna come back here to the home component. Guys, like I said, I'm just doing stuff now. I'm going to remove the div here. This is an empty div without a class. I thought we were going to use that in the last part, but we're not. Move this here. Change this to H2. Change this to H2 as well. H1. So let's make this matte display dash. One is the smallest of displays and 4 is the biggest. So I'm going to put that here, make that 4, save it, come back here. I'm not going to be coming here and refreshing because that's what I did in the previous part and doing it on the console. And in this part, I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm just not because it's going to take too long. So yeah, and so this completes this part, but of course it doesn't complete it because if you do this, everything is not aligned. So we need to add, for sure, we need to add some CSS. So definitely have to come back to our home component.css, and we're gonna need to start styling the header container. Oh boy, yeah, the header container. Yep, and then the matte display 1, matte display 4, some media queries. So that's what we're gonna do now. All right. So the home section we're gonna build after. But for now, we're going to work on the header container. So let's just remove this height of 100 pH because that's causing trouble. Yeah, so we can put some padding around. So again, padding. You may be watching this thinking, why are you doing this? But again, I'm really trying to not make these videos like at least, the maximum 1 hour. So padding 60 up and down, left and right 20 pixels. And we're going to put text align center, and we're going to put maximum width of 600 pixels. Okay, save that, and then we also need to change the matte display color. All right, so we're going to put the matte display. We should actually target header container matte display. So matte display 4 needs to be white, right? According to the design. Oh boy. All right. So yeah, it needs to be white, and header container. Of course, we don't need to put header container, but being specific, there's nothing wrong with that. Matte. It's also a class. Matte dash display dash 4. And we're going to put a color white. And we need to put a margin for the matte display 1. It has a margin naturally. It's got a margin of, it's a margin there. We're going to put margin 0, margin 10, I guess, margin 10 pixels. All right, save that, come back here, refresh this, and it should be okay-ish. It's not okay-ish. What happened? Mat display 1. There we go. So that seems okay. So we need to make this calculate height work only if it's below 768 pixels. So I'm going to add a media query. Okay, so for the hero container. I'm not for the, for the hero container to be, so add media and, no, add media. Maximum width 768 pixels. We can say something like height of 90. Anyway, I'll fix it now. Container, it's a class. Okay, I'm gonna grab this. This shouldn't be maximum, it should be minimum width. So whenever the width is minimum width from 768 and up, it's always going to be 90. All right, and anything below that, this one here, it's gonna be. Save that, come back here, and that should be now a lot higher. Well, not higher, but we can also put 100. Yeah. Right? Let's just keep it 90. Right, save that to 90. We also need to put some media queries. Well, the header container, we need to add some media queries so that when we resize this, it doesn't look so ugly. So we can say add media all and maximum width of, I don't know, 599. Say something like the header container mat display 4. So header dash container mat display 4. Actually, mat display 1 and 4. So I'm gonna copy this. Mat display 1, that's the biggest one, and then mat display 4. Sorry, the biggest one is 4. All right. So for the 4, we're going to change this to font size of 3 rem. 3 rem, and the line height of 1.1. And same thing here. Put 1.1 rem and line height of that. And we can also put a margin. I'll leave that. Save it. Yeah. Okay, so it's good enough for now to keep us going. Okay, so next we need to add the letters over here for Thailand. It needs to be Thailand. Right here. So we need to put a division, of course. Let's come back to the home component. I'm just gonna make these a bit smaller so it's easier to read. So I'm gonna take this division, the book now container, and I'm gonna make it smaller. And also this here, I'm gonna make this smaller too. And I'm gonna put a division. And inside the division, I'm gonna call this a class, put a class in there equals to Thailand. inside of there, I'm gonna put the H3 with the words Thailand, and we're gonna target Thailand, and we're gonna target the H3 as well. So we come back here and words Thailand, and then we also gonna target Thailand H3. So in here we're gonna put a position relative for Thailand and position relative as well for the H3. And we're gonna have to add a clip. So I want you guys to go to Dropbox and the URL in the comments, and I want you to go to grab those images and add them here. So one of them is this image here, which is the Thailand text background, and one is the whole the beach houses. Okay, you can change these images if you want. Of course, I'm doing this just for the tutorial. So yeah, speaking of images, Thailand text background. Okay, Thailand text background. All right. So on the well, let's just start with the division that concerns the Thailand. So that's the container here. All right. So put position relative of yeah, position relative. Start with that relative. And we can put a width of 100%. And then we can add the text align center. And then we can say transform translate minus 50%. And then over here, that's going to be the tricky part, which is you can Google it. Is something like, maybe Google something like you know, the text background clip. Okay, image text background clip. If you want to learn more about this. So here we're going to put a WebKit dash text fill color. So WebKit dash text dash fill dash color. Text dash fill color. I'm going to make that transparent because we want it to be transparent, because we're going to add an image background. So now the background with the background URL, background with the URL of assets, images, and then it said, can't believe I forgot it, Thailand text background. Text background JPEG. Thailand underscore text background JPEG, and we want to repeat it. Repeat. We want to repeat it across, and we need a WebKit background clip as well. WebKit background clip. We can put a text for that, and we want to put it also stretch. The font stretch will be normal. Font stretch is normal, and the font size is going to be 200 pixels. The letter spacing of and what else? We need the font weight, because the font's going to be too heavy. 400. Okay, so we can save that, and one component of HTML, save that again just in case. Come back here, just refresh this and see what happens. Okay, so text transform upper, we forgot that. Text transform uppercase. And yeah. And then we also we need to put a font family as well, because now in the font family is Rubik sans serif. Well, no, Rubik and the fallback is sans serif. So font family Rubik sans serif. Save this. That should be close to the design, but we need to move it to the top. And top 50. Okay, so that's the container here. It's within the container. Let's put top 50, 50%, and we're gonna say left. Yeah. Well, here we put, yeah, so this will offset itself. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Percent. But yeah, so I will write in position. That should bring it to the top. Okay, so something is not working. The left is not necessary, but I always do it. But anyway, so what will happen now if we this is no wonder this wasn't working, because we didn't. Let me just put this back. I had this right from the whole time. This was wrong, and what we're gonna put here is 75. Actually, let's make it 80. Save that. And let's see. Yeah. Doesn't seem to look right, because in the design this is a lot longer, the height. The design is beautiful here. So let's just right, it's the header container. Seems like this is just causing all the trouble. Let's just remove this here. And let's remove this here. Let's look at the natural state. All right, so that's that. Right, let's just keep it like that for now. All right, home components. Can put that back to 50. And that should be down the bottom. Very good. Let's bring it down to -10. Should be better. And let's put 30. 50%. Okay, so we're gonna put like a button here. Okay. Okay, we'll fix this. For now, I'm going to, just for the purposes of me, for me focusing, I'm going to just put a break here, just for the sake of keeping my focus. I mean, for SEO, this is fine, and it's actually perfectly fine. But of course, we need to change the width. I mean, not the the width of this container here. In fact, we can just put a FX FX with FX layout. We can change this width here, and we will, just not now. We'll do that later because, yep. So for the purposes of just focusing, I'm just gonna leave it like that. All right. Next, I just want to keep going. I want to keep going, and then later we'll fix all the little things. I'm gonna put a section here. It's gonna be a home section. So it's gonna be the two images that you see below down here. Well, before the two images, we have to add this header H2 with a caption and the paragraph and the two mat cards. So we'll have to put that in the modules. So section home dash section, and that's the class home section. And we're gonna put a division there with a FX layout and align that center. And there we're gonna put the Phanga Phuket. So center, and inside we're gonna put the div. We're gonna put an H2. Yeah, with a mat subheading 2. So we're gonna put luxury. We're not gonna put luxury accommodations because Phanga is not Phuket. It's not in Phuket. It's not like a city. It's not a suburb. It's just a different province. Yeah, different. Yeah, it's north of Phuket, different province. So luxury beachfront resort. And here we're gonna put a mat subheading. Put a mat subheading. Yeah. Put a mat subheading 2. Mat subheading 2, and yeah, mat subheading 2. Subheading 2. Yeah. And then we're gonna use mat subheading 1, which is smaller. So let's put another div. And I'm gonna put an H3 with class of mat dash subheading 2, subheading 3. Okay. And here we're gonna put in Aegis Tropical, Aegis tropical paradise, and we need to add a, we can just target that. Another div here for the paragraph. I'm gonna grab some lorem ipsum from here. Got that prepared. See, I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying my best. Really trying my best to make this as fast as possible. Okay, so that's the text here, as you could see. And yeah, we can put a class on the, maybe put a style, put a class of mat body. Okay, mat body 1 is the smallest class of mat dash body dash 1. And we can target now all of these via the home section. So let's do the Asia's Tropical Paradise. Let's just save this and have a look. We should make Asia's Tropical Paradise to transform upper. And oof, all right. So I guess we can put a, yeah. Well, we have to align this. So home section. Text align center, line height, normal. All right. What are we gonna do? I guess we can use the FX flex 70% and offset it by 15. You know, sort of like how Bootstrap works when you say like I want like a 8 column with an offset of 2. You know what I mean? So we can put an FX here, like right here inside the paragraph. FX, yeah, FX flex 70 and FX flex offset 15. And FX offset, FX flex, and FX flex offset. So we can now, you know, I'm just gonna put this here just to make it easier. I'm not making it easier. Just for the sake of my sanity. All right, so I'm gonna save that. But then you're probably thinking, why not, yeah, do it for the whole entire thing? But there's no need. Yeah, why not do it for the whole entire thing, right? And this typography thing, I mean, we got it completely wrong. We mixed apples and oranges and got a lemon. Because that's for MDC on the design of what the designer gave us, and that's wrong. We have to redo all the line heights and all that. I could do this. Of course not. This command Zing everything I did. We'll worry about this later. Like when I drag this across. This is wrong. That's okay. We'll get it in the next part. Okay. Yep. Okay. Sorry, guys. I was just looking at this. Let's just keep going. I'll fix this as we go. All right. I can't think right now. So, yeah. So we'll do it as we go, and let's just move on now to the next section, which is going to be the rooms and how they're displayed. So of course we need to put a division there. So I'm just going to minimize all these here. Okay, we have to fix this, guys, just so you know. But all right, let's move on. Put a division, and inside the division we're going to add the math cards. Okay, but we're going to put a class. So let's call that a rooms home section. And inside of there, we're going to put a math card. Math dash card. And since we're using the math card, we should import the module. So we should add the module in the module material module.ts, and that's going to be the math card module. Math card module. Copy that. Come here. Paste it in, and put it in export. Paste it and save it. Close the material module. We don't need it anymore. And inside the math card, we are going to customize the math card a lot. So we should put the math card header, and the math card header is going to be the math card header is going to be this rooms and suites, and the math card actions. Okay, so if you go to Angular Material, you look at the math card, you'll find actions, math card actions, and the button that's going to be inside the math card actions. All right, so let's do that. So we have the math card and the math card header, and inside the math card header, we're going to put the h2, which we're going to have the rooms and suites. And then we're going to have the math card actions. And inside the math card actions, we're going to have a button. And inside the button, we will put explore. So let's just do one card at a time. We'll put a FX layout column, FX layout row, and align it center, because we need to align everything in the center here. So yeah, let's do that. FX flex. Well, before that, let's just come here. So FX layout, data column, and we have to actually put a gap also between them. I'll tell you. Actually, I'll leave the gap for later. And align it, align center. Just gonna copy that. And here in the math card, we should make this 40%. Okay. So FX flex, 40, and FX flex at small screen sizes. That's why I gave you guys the URLs here, so you could see the small screen size, which is minimum width of 600 and maximum width 959. We want this to be 80%. So FX flex. Oh, that's small. 80. And yeah, that's the math card. But the math card header also has to be a column. So because it has to be centered, and it has to be a row and center it. So let's just grab this here and put it in the math card header, and let's add Flexlayout again. Equals to row. Excuse me, guys. I've actually been really sick as well. On top of moving, I've been moving and relocating. So, okay, so we got that, and the math card actions. We need to ensure that the actions are also the same way that the header is. So let's copy this, and in the math card action, we also have to put the same, the column and the row center. And we also need to make sure that the button is a primary, because if we don't, look, if we just save now, it's just going to be a nothing. It's going to be nothing. So we need to put a mat raised button, mat raised dash button, and we need to give it a color of primary. And since we did this here, let's just copy this math card and put it again here. And let's call, ooh, this is so bad. That's bad. No, not this, I'm sorry. Grab all this and paste it here again. So this is the room, you know, the top one is the room's home section. The bottom one is going to be the beach houses. So beach, oh my gosh, what have I done? I'm so bad. Sorry. Command Z everything. That's not gonna make sense. No, of course not. So just grab the math card. Yeah, I had it right the first time. The only difference is here we should put a rooms-suites as a class, you know, because we know equals to, believe me, you'll understand in a second, rooms-suites. You'll understand in a minute, okay? Don't worry, because I'm doing two cards side by side. One is the room suite suites. It's going to have a different background image, and the other one is going to be beach houses with another background image. And I want to just do it the old-fashioned way with in the CSS. We're going to put a background image right in the home component.css. I'm going to save it now, and of course, when we come here, you're just going to see like two cards. It's all going to be a mess. They're all going to be aligned. They're all going to be aligned, and of course, I've made a mistake somewhere. Let's find out from the console what the mistake is. Console syntax error, material module. Why did I? Let's material module.ts mat card module. I misspelled that. Mat card module. Copy, paste, paste. Make sure all three are correct. Save it. So now down here, okay, so two cards. All right. Home components, so rooms home section. Let's start the CSS now. Home section, this is the blah, blah, blah. Okay, rooms home section. Let's grab the rooms home section first. From here. Oh. And yeah. Oh boy. we should actually do the home section first. Let's do the home section first. Save us trouble, and we can put a position. No, we just put a padding top. Do we have to put a padding top? No, we don't have to. That's just right for now. But what if? Yeah. All right. Let's just leave that. Let's just leave that here for now. We know we can come. We'll need to add some CSS there. This is confusing. Let's just put room home display. Okay, and I'm gonna grab this here. I'm gonna copy it, and then I'm gonna make sure it changes in the home component. Rooms home. This home display. So we don't confuse sections. Let's just say display. All right. And inside of there, we can display this as flex. Display flex, and we can flex direction row. And then we can put a flex wrap. Why? Why? If we can just come here and we can just come there and put a flex layout. We can put a flex layout wrap. Okay. FX flex layout. Flex layout wrap, and let's save that. All right, come back to home component.css. Flex layout. Hold on. I'm confusing everything. So flex wrap, and put a margin. Come back here, see what happens. Okay. All right. So we got the math card header, math card, room suites. We need to start styling the math card header. Rooms home display math card header. We can target it that way. Yeah. Yeah, why not, huh? So math card header, rooms home display, and rooms home display, and put the math dash card dash header. And here we can put a position absolute, right? But no. Just put a math card, and say position relative, text align center. Back here. Of course, there's something wrong with the row, and we did something wrong here. So what do we do wrong here? We have the rooms home display with the FX layout. Oh, why do we put a column? No wonder. This should be for extra small. For the extra small, it can be a column, but not not now. So let's save that. Come back here. Yeah, that's better. And then we need to put the gap. So here, I'm just gonna make this small. So over here, I just closed this here on the left. We can put a FX layout gap. Layout gap 2%, or make it 3 or whatever. Here, and now we need to put the background on each image. I mean, on each card. Okay. Okay, we'll put the background on each card. The rooms and suites card and the beach houses card, there's two different cards, but it's the same thing, just different images. So I'm gonna repeat them twice, all right? So here, we're gonna obviously have to add a background with a background URL. So we'll just do the same for both. Don't forget. So I don't forget. URL. What is it? Assets. Images. Beach house. .jpg. Yeah, and we have to repeat it. No. Center. No repeat. Center, no repeat. Background size cover. Cover and background position that we already covered. And I'm gonna just grab this. I'm gonna do it again because there are two different images, but I only have one image for now. Okay, so I'm gonna call beach houses. Okay, this beach houses here is right over here. Okay. Why is this open? Okay, so save this. Now there should be an image, but of course the height is not going to be there. What? No. What? Unbelievable. Rooms, suites, this is what happened here. Beach houses, mat card. I'm just going to put a space here. What happened? Rooms dash suites. Rooms dash suites. Maybe beach dash houses. Assets. This is what happens when you get tired. Beach dash houses. Why is this not showing? I start to sound like an imbecile. Bad. Because I misspelled it. This is what happens when you're tired, when you're overworked, and you just keep going and going, and you're just, yeah. So there we go. So here we have that. So we have to start styling all the elements inside of there. And all the elements inside of there is basically the mat card header and the mat card actions, okay? So let's do the rooms home display and hit the mat card header first, okay? So rooms home display, mat card header, come back to the CSS, rooms home display, and it's class.mat-card-header. And we're gonna put some CSS there. Position absolute, because it's gonna be in the center. Okay, we're gonna center it by saying top, yeah, 25 position, absolute, and then we're gonna put top 25, 25%, and the left is 50% in the center, in the middle. From the left, 50, and then we can say transform translate minus 50 minus 50. Transform translate minus 50, and then we can put a width of 100%. Also add a color. You can leave the color alone. It's going to be black, text align, text align center, and then we can say height of 53, 55 is fine. And we can put a background. We can put a linear gradient or whatever RGBA, because in the design it's an RGBA. So we just put like a RGBA and 255, and then as we go, the colors get a little darker. 248, and I don't know, 225, and then put a 0.5 or 0.6, and that should be fine. So that is going to look really ugly now, but you're gonna see a background, and we can play with the line height of this rooms and suites. Okay. So we can play with the background of the background. Okay. That's the header, right? So something is wrong with these background size. I'm not sure what's wrong with that, but I'm just not happy that these didn't take the full height. That's because we have the room's home display, mat card, text align center, that's fine. But why? Yeah. Okay, so let's let me just pause the video and have a look over here. I'll let you guys know what I figured out. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video for a minute. Wow, I didn't even I just went back here and I realized that I may call this a class, and it's not, it's an element. So again, I'm very sorry, but I gotta be more careful. It's just that I'm super tired and I'm just confusing things, and I'm not even sure why I did what I did, because this mat card header is an element, right? So we can just come here and remove that, leave it like this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Save that, and then when you come here, why this is really annoying. We have a position absolute, top 25, left 50, width 100, height 55 pixels. We have everything correct, but it's just not. Anyway, let's just keep going, okay? For the mat card actions, mat-card-actions, let's just put position absolute again, same thing. Same thing as what we did. And then we can put a top 75 from the top. It's going to be at the very bottom. Top 75. And the left again is the same. Left 50. And then the transform translate, we can just grab this. Okay. Save that, come here, let's see if that's right. Okay. We need to target the math card because I thought oh, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, the math card. All right, so let's go math card. All right, didn't I put math card here like a minute ago? Math card, right? I didn't even have anything for the math card. Math card, actually, that we could put a 600 pixels. So height 600 pixels. But why are we even calling it a math? Oh, perfect. Oh, finally. Wow. Text transform upper. That didn't work. H3. So let's go do the math card header. And then H3. And put text dash transform uppercase. Well, we should add a little bit more. So something more like oh boy, let's see. Maybe the font weight and all is fine. Let's see how it looks now. The font weight doesn't look good. Why did this not change? Math card header H3. No, math card H3. No, that should be math card header H3. This is correct. This is H2. Okay. So let's hit the H2. Save it. And we should be more specific. I don't know why I removed it earlier, but right. Okay, so the font is not so good. It's too heavy. So let's put a font dash weight 400. Come back here. Right. Yeah. Maybe put a font size 34. 4 pixels, and let's say line height 0.25, and what else? What? No, 43. 43. Again, this is wrong because we didn't get our typography right, remember? Letter spacing. We don't need letter spacing. It's fine. It looks fine. We didn't get our typography right the first time. That's fine, but you guys know how to get it right. So you can go back and change your typography in the theahotel.scss file. Save that. Come back here. Please, I want to get this done before like the hour is over. Otherwise, I'm going to end up having done those tutorials twice with the same time. Okay, the button. Let's just target the button. We need to target the button. And you know, we should actually be more specific. This room's home display, there's absolutely no reason why we can't just add it here. So like this, and do this. Oh gosh. Do that, and do that. And do... Okay, room's home display. And then the button. On display, mats, card, and button. We can put some CSS there, maybe like a minimum width 141. Minimum dash width, make it bigger, 141 pixels, and then put a height, minimum dash height. 40 pixels. 40 pixels. Save that. So that will the color again. We didn't define the colors of the typography. So why is this like this? It doesn't look centered to me. We need to center this. So maybe put a 5% more. All right. Left 55. Yeah, that looks centered. Yeah, so that's that. We got that done. So now remember, on the extra small, when we do this, these things here, it will resize, but then we don't have a gap here. Why? Why? How come we don't have a, oh wow, that looks ugly. That looks ugly. But okay, we got this done, and I'm just gonna move on and move forward. I guess we need to remove the Thailand letters at put another media query. Perhaps at like 10:49. So, okay, I'm gonna get this done now. Media. Oh, and now minimum width, maximum width. Sorry, maximum width of 10:49, or maybe like 12:88. Just, you know, so we don't have to deal with that, you know, so we can just display, you know, yeah. So the dot Thailand and the dot Thailand h3 to display none. Okay, so anything below that is going to display none. Right, so this says that we actually, in the home section, of course, has to have a padding top of 80. So we come back to the home section, because we were building the home section based on the fact that there's these big letters. So let's put a padding top, 80 pixels. So if we do this here, now of course it's going to be way too below the letters. But in fact, this is looking just like the design. Please load, okay. No, it's not. So that's okay. You know what this means? This means that we can grab this CSS and we can drop it in here. There. And then my laptop is overheating. And if we do that, yeah, it disappears, and then you still have that padding. Okay, but we need to work on these, on the margin. That's what's killing me. It's that margin. Yeah. But the gap is correct. The 2% is correct, but it's not being applied for some reason. Anyway, but this is, I know this is right. I'm gonna create a branch with Rani's work. He sent me some of his work on this section here. All right. Now, when we resize this here, so far it looks okay, and it seems like everything seems okay, but there's certain widths that does not look okay. Like, oh boy, look at that. Look how bad that looks, the one in the bottom here. You know what? I just feel like just changing all the line heights to normal. And I'm gonna do that now because this is, what is it? Thea Hotel, that's .scss. Like, these line heights are ridiculous, you know? Putting these line heights, these are all ridiculous, you know? I mean, who puts 0.25 pixels? I mean, I'm just gonna change it now. So anything that looks ridiculous to me, I'm gonna change it. Like the title, line height, I'm gonna put normal. Normal, copy, paste, paste, and paste. I don't have time to worry about and how to work this out for now, so I'm gonna put all these line heights to normal, and we're gonna figure it out later. But for now, just for the sake of my sanity, I just want to not have weird things going on. All right. So if I was to resize this now, and this is going to be normal, but it's on the left. Text center is not working. I'm going to close this. Home component.css, the room's home display, no, the home section. The home section needs to have text align center. Right. Yeah. Right, like that. So this, guys, this is so bad. I missed something. I misspelled something. I did something wrong. So please, please, please help me and let me know what I can do to fix this, so I don't have to spend time. I put like 4 hours this week just to make this tutorial. I'm not kidding. I had to do it twice, and again, I've done it twice, and the tutorial is still like an hour and something long. I hope it's not like an hour and 45 again. But anyway, thanks so much, guys, for watching. Thanks so much for everyone. You're my friends. You guys are supporting me like with all my heart, and I want to say I really appreciate it. But I want to let you guys know that I'm relocating. I'm working like on several projects, and one big project that I'm working with right now as their developer and a partner, and my team as well. And we're really struggling in a sense that we need to, keep publishing these tutorials, because that's part of what we believe in. So if you can please help us and you want to be part of this, always please comment, send me emails. I haven't replied to anybody. I'm very sorry. I've been doing like many hours, and I really hope in learning from you guys, and also like having you guys on board with these tutorials again. And Rani, thank you so much for your help, and I'm going to create a branch and put your work there as well. Okay? Thanks, guys. See you in the next tutorial.